right, we're joined here by Timbers defender Eric Miller. Eric, thanks for taking the time. If you could just start us off with your thoughts on the opening match, or your opening thoughts on tonight's match.
Yeah, I think as a group we're incredibly disappointed. I think in this league there's teams like Philadelphia that will come and play a super physical game, make it really, really difficult to play against, and it's up to us as players to solve those problems. And I think we had a nice little run of play in the first half at some point where we created some chances. We didn't finish, then we conceded a set-piece goal, and I think the types of goals we're conceding, you just can't concede those and be a consistent winning team in this league. So I think a lot of it comes down to cleaning up mistakes defensively and then just coming out and competing in every single game.
We'll open up to questions. Guillermo?
Hey, Guillermo with Univision Portland. There's so much offense to this team, so many pieces, and now you just added another one. But it seems like the defense is lacking something. Are there any immediate concerns on the defensive side that y'all need to address as soon as possible? Thank you.
Yeah, I think obviously we've conceded a fair amount of goals to start the year. I think that was an issue for us last year, and I think more than anything, it's just the types of goals we're giving up. You know, we're giving up a lot of set-piece goals. We're giving up a lot of goals in transition where we just give the ball away in poor areas. And I think, again, to win in this league, you have to do a lot of the little dirty stuff right, and we just haven't done a great job of that. And I think it falls on us as defenders and a number of the team to be better collectively and to prevent giving up those types of goals that just make it really difficult to win, even like you said, if you have that many quality pieces in the attack.
Eric, tough result tonight. You mentioned kind of the dirty bits, the hard work stuff. Phil was just in here talking about that as well. What are those things that you see on the field that you can really clean up and improve on as far as like doing that hard work, those dirty bits, those things that are maybe missing from kind of pulling it all together and like you said, and finding consistency?
Yeah, I think to be a little more specific, you see a team like Philadelphia that just plays very direct. They have a very similar game model to a lot of other teams. DC kind of plays that way. They probably play a little bit more than Philly did tonight, but it's just like second balls, like not giving up the ball in transition and being in a really good structure defensively when we have the ball, because obviously Philadelphia didn't press us, and they normally press a lot, and they just kind of sat in their shape and made us make the game. And I think for us, being in a really good shape while we have the ball and being in that good preventive coverage is something that we still have to grow in and just keep working on collectively as a group.
Looking at tonight, I want to kind of talk about rhythm and energy because Phil made a comment kind of bringing Chara out on the yellow, not knowing what the refs are going to do. Not to put you in a particular spot with the referee issue right now, but with the rhythm of the game and that uncertainty over calls, and then with Philly just sitting on the ball and wasting time and going for naps on the pitch. How do you guys take that mentality and shift it to get what you got when Asprilla and the other players subbed on for that kind of energy? Like, can you just talk about that mentality and rhythm shift?
Yeah, I think obviously Philadelphia came in with a very specific idea about how they were going to play the game. They wanted to slow it down. They know this is a very loud environment that other teams want to take the crowd out of it, right? They want to slow it down. They want to take their time on goal kicks. So I think they did a very good job of that, and credit to them for doing so. I think for us as a group, we have to use the crowd and all that stuff to our advantage and play with the tempo. I know at halftime, Phil talked a lot about just playing a little more quickly and not sitting on the ball and just kind of moving it around. And I think that rhythm and just kind of moving the ball around unsettles teams that want to slow it down and muck it up. And I think for us, obviously, refereeing, whatever it is we have to be in control of ourselves, right? We can only control what we do, and whatever the referee's going to do, we have no control over that. So we have to kind of stay steady. And I think sometimes this group has the ability to go really high, but we also have the unfortunate ability to go really low. And we just kind of have to find a little steadier pace and rhythm